Welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast with Jacob Ayers, providing actionable content to help you along your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. As the premier asset class, real estate has helped ordinary people just like you amass fortunes. The benefits of passive income from real estate investing will allow you to live a life you want. And now your host, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and apartment deal syndicator, Jacob Ayers.
Hi, and welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, episode 203. Hi, I'm your host, Jacob Ayers. Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode. I'm so glad you're here. It's another great and beautiful Friday. I hope you are doing exceptionally well. Well, hey, I want to take a second and give a quick shout out to a recent 5-star review in iTunes. This review comes from Biking Dane, and it says, I like Jacob's podcast, especially episode 192 with Neil Bawa and his data-driven approach. Jacob always shares great, actionable information on his podcast. Keep up the great work. Well, hey, thank you for that great review. And yes, episode 192 with Neil Bawa was a really interesting one. Neil is a really unique guy, and if you haven't yet checked out that episode, I highly encourage you to go do so. Neil has a really unique perspective on all kinds of markets across the nation, and yes, he's very data-driven. I actually had the chance to meet Neil in person a few months ago at a real estate investing conference in Denver, Colorado, and he is just like he is in real life as he is on the podcast. So, well, hey, thank you guys for leaving these great reviews. It means a lot to the show. It helps gain different exposure on different platforms and helps provide feedback from listeners just like yourself, giving me the ability to make the show that much better in theory. So, hey, thank you for that. Well, I want to jump into this week's Friday Fundamental. This week's Friday Fundamental is finding and maintaining motivation. I want to lead with a quick quote by a person you may have known by the name of Buddha. The quote says, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." That's a powerful realization and a great responsibility. What you think, what you feel, and what you imagine determine your outcomes. Each and every day we're faced with nearly countless decisions, although some studies suggest that the average adult makes more than 35,000 decisions every single day. Your life today is the result of the decisions you've made up to this point, and your future will be made up of the decisions you make going forward. If you want a particular future, then you must make the best decisions possible to get you there. The decisions you make today shape your life tomorrow. No pressure. All you have to do is first figure out what you want your life tomorrow and in the future to look like. Find what drives you, what motivates you, and what excites you, and then go do that. I understand that this is not necessarily easy. It takes some conscious decisions, and you might not know the answers to all of these questions at first. You may not even know what that path exactly looks like. Now, I understand you might feel like you're barely getting by as it is, and you don't have the time to do the things you really want. I get it. You have responsibilities like work, family, your personal life, etc. Motivation is important because it is the fuel to your decisions and actions. With the right motivation, you will excel. Finding what motivates you and drives you is the key. Now, finding motivation is one thing. Maintaining that motivation is another. Let's break these down and look at how you can both find and maintain motivation in your life. First, realize that anything you set your mind to is possible. Any future you can imagine, you can achieve. All you have to do is start taking action now and staying consistent over time. 2, Develop an abundance mindset. The world is full of opportunities just waiting for you to take advantage of. There is no shortage of opportunity, money, happiness, or anything else other than really time. Whatever you want, you can have. And 3, live now and live for the future. Do the things today that your future self will thank you for. And 4, think about things bigger than yourself. Look for ways you can help others, impact the world in a positive way, and do things for the greater good. These are just a few things that help motivate me when I'm feeling like I don't want to or can't accomplish the things I know I should. Now, motivation is something that requires constant attention. Zig Ziglar said, "People often say that motivation doesn't last." Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Now, here are a few key ways to help keep you motivated when you're lacking that drive and energy. Understand that you have a unique value to provide to the world. Someone has to invent that new piece of technology. Someone has to start that charity. Someone has to provide that investment opportunity to someone who otherwise wouldn't have the chance. And someone has to be that great friend or family member. If not you, then who? 2, there are only so many people who are wired to pursue high levels of success. You are obviously one of them. It's your duty to do so that you can help others. And 3, understand that you don't have to be the best person on the planet. You don't even have to be better than anyone else. You just have to be better than you were yesterday in the ever so slightest sense. If you can improve just a little bit each and every day, imagine where you'll be in 5, 10, or even 50 years. If you find yourself lacking motivation, simply take action. You'll find clarity in your actions, even if they aren't the exact right ones. Don't sit around and wait for someday to accomplish what you want. That someday will come and go faster than you think. Take inspiration from your childhood days. Be that person your 5-year-old self thought you would be. After all, what else do you have to do than try for your best? At the end of your life, you'll regret more the things you didn't do or try rather than the things you did and failed at. So set your sights high. Give it all you've got. Try to be the best version of yourself each and every day. You'll probably surprise yourself at all you can and will accomplish. Well, hey, that wraps up this week's Friday Fundamental. I hope you're getting value from this podcast. If you like what you heard, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. It would mean a lot to the show. Well, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, or just want to reach out and say hi, please do so. You can connect with me on social media or at the website at www.jacobayers.com. Till next week, engineer the lifestyle you want.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, providing you actionable content to build your real estate empire. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for personal advice. The opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have a potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom, LLC, exclusively.